Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Delve and Dash right here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael, your most humble and merciful Dungeon Master for the evening. We're so glad that you're joining us, and you're going to notice that there are a lot of new faces tonight, as we've got some new members to the Delve and Dash team. Isaiah and Dakota are going to be joining us this evening, and we'll introduce their characters in a little while. But we're going to go ahead and continue on with our adventure. This is episode number 46 of Delve and Dash. And I would like to throw a couple quick shout-outs to some of our supporters and sponsors. We want to thank Twitch, Streamlabs, Team MZ, Many-Sided Dice, and our good friends over at Little Dragon Corp for all their support. If you type in !Little Dragon in the chat, you'll get a quick link to their website where you can buy some really cool RPG dice and other RPG gear. And if you use the coupon code PROBONUS, you'll get 10% off of your order. Last time, our party was investigating this mysterious castle they found within the Mere of Dead Men after following a trail from the Karnath Roadhouse. When they arrived...
He's here. He's back.
Who's here?
Shard.
Shard's here?
He just said, sorry I'm late, sad face.
It's all right. It's all right. We have a plan for this. Tell him to come on in and join the fun. As I was just about to say, we're down a Chris tonight. We have just received a Chris. So we're going to get him into video chat here as soon as we can so we don't have this strange screen showing up and having everybody in the wrong spots. So don't worry about changing your names, guys, because I think I have it set to move when he comes in.
Well, he will be in.
Yeah, should we change back?
Yeah,
Wait,
just
I'm-
go
yeah.
ahead and change
Change our
back
name
to your
back?
normal nickname, because when he pops in,
Okay.
you guys will all flip, and you should be in the correct seating chart location, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Technology. Those of you that are hanging out with us, I see Razanak is here, hanging out in chat. Good to see you. Oh, here comes Chris popping in now. Oh no, did I do it right? We will find out.
It looks like that was pretty smooth.
I did it! It worked! Everybody's in the
Quick,
cur-
change your name.
I think that's like the first time I've ever done that. Don't no, Jamie. I have to go all teacher on you. I'm gonna get out the write-up slip.
You get detention. Oh god.
Is it 3 write-ups and we're kicked off the game?
That's it. It's like 3 death saves, you know? Those three
I don't do good when I'm given rules like that. I'm gonna do it more.
Well, welcome back, everybody. We've got Chris now. He is in the chat. How you doing, Chris? You doing well tonight?
Doing okay.
All right.
Little flustered.
Well, we're gonna go ahead. Most of the party was exploring the outside of the castle and getting kind of their bearings, while Franklin transformed into a tiny spider, and unnoticed was crawling amongst the floors within the walls and the ceilings within the castle, exploring, getting his bearings. He discovered 2 things. First thing he discovered was that there were some prisoners, 2 individuals that were being held up by some bullywogs, frog-like humanoids. The second thing he discovered is going down into the cavernous basement, the dungeon of this castle. He discovered where the stolen contraband, the cult, has been going. It appears that in a foggy room downstairs there's some kind of portal that they're resting it on. And Franklin, there is a word, and I may have spoken wrong last time. It wasn't Asbera. that said the incantations to make the merchandise disappear and vanish. It was the other individual, the gruff-looking elf, and he was wearing actually an eye patch. And I'll show you guys what he looked like in Roll20. Is I'm going to share with you guys a handout, if it will allow me to. Yes, here we go. Show to players, show to everyone. So you guys should see this image pop up in Roll20, or it will be in your handouts underneath your journal. If you click journal, there should be a handout. It was this individual who spoke the words, and there was one word that he spoke relatively loudly so that you could hear. And I'm going, bless you. And I'm going to, oh, here it is. Ta-da. The word was Draezir. Draezir. So Franklin, you would know this.
Okay.
And I think that's all I needed to fix up from there. Cool. And you guys we're planning on a way that you could go in to save these prisoners. Faith, you get some telepathic communication from your companion. It speaks to your mind and lets you know that there are some strange individuals lurking outside. And it doesn't appear as if they have come with the other humanoid creatures that you've noticed while you were here. They're acting very strange, and they're being very sneaky.
I'm gonna have the familiar sort of like sneak up behind them.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check for your familiar.
I rolled a 19, so it's a 23.
23. Anybody have a passive perception higher than a 23?
No.
Okay, that's all right. Now, you can see through your familiar's eyes, correct? Is that the way it works?
Mhm.
Okay. So
Yes.
you are quietly, in quotation marks, are quietly approaching through the thick brush that they are currently hiding behind. And you can see them. They're all kind of hunkered down. It looks like they're preparing for something. It looks as if you see a male elf with purple hair. You see what looks to be a rather tall furbolg with purplish blue hair as well. You can see that there is an individual who looks to be made from the layers of the earth standing there as well. And a turtle.
So the little my companion here is gonna like just say in my voice, you're not with the bullfrogs, are you?
You guys, the brush is talking to you from behind.
Hello?
And
Do
then
you want
I guess
an honest reaction or a nice reaction?
I mean it's gonna non-hostilely walk out of the brush and just sort of like poke its head out.
Okay, just
I attack it with my staff. I'm joking.
Yeah, I was gonna cast magic missile at it.
As the whole party just barrages this thing. As it comes out.
It walked up behind us and started talking.
Isaiah, describe to them what they actually what do they see?
I mean they see like a tiny sort of grayish dragon I guess with glowing eyes at this point.
When you say tiny, like what would be your like relative size of this
It's like the size of a cat.
size of a cat? Gotcha.
I guess still. It's like, oh, sorry to sneak up on you, but I could really use some help.
I mean, we're kind of in the middle of something here, so like, you came from that direction. We can't really help that way right now.
So, originally, I'm not really a this. I'm a person in that building. Wondering if you could help out me and my companion. We've been sort of imprisoned by the bullfrogs in there.
Wait, are you the two people that are up there on the second floor that we saw?
Obviously
Oh,
not.
yes,
It's one
yes.
dragon. It can't be two people.
Me and my companion are in the second floor prison. If you could,
We were
I don't know,
actually
let us
just
out.
making a plan to actually try and come save you.
Perfect. I can help you guys out with that. Doing a little scouting around myself, and I can tell you that there's only two ways into that room. There's a window that leads into the second floor, but the usual location is through a stairway. But that's covered with bullfrogs, so you're gonna want to avoid that at all costs.
I mean, we're aware. We've scouted the whole building already.
We thought about the window is our best bet.
Yeah,
Perfect.
we're a step ahead of you, little dragon person.
I mean, if you could, yeah.
All right.
I have a question.
Sure.
Can I use my spell Thunderous Smite with my fists?
What look at the detail of the does it
Well,
say it has
what
to
the
be
spell
cast
says
on
is
a
if I
weapon?
attack. No, I cast it on myself, and when I attack, if something fails the con save, I think it is, they take an extra 2d6 thunder damage.
I'd allow it. Does it say it causes a crack of thunder that could be heard for a certain amount of distance or anything like that?
I will tell you
Okay.
in 1 second.
Okay.
Because I think it does.
Okay, yeah.
Oh wait, are my fists considered a weapon? Because it says melee weapon attack.
Probably wouldn't work unless yeah. See, because it specifically says weapon, it would need to be a weapon of some sort. So,
Okay, darn.
Or if you level dip in monk, I can see it.
yeah. If you had a level in monk, yeah, maybe.
It's a little bit too late for me to take a dip in monk.
Shard, as
But
you,
yes, it's audible within 300 feet of you.
yeah, it would depend whether your character would mind the whole castle being aware of that happening. that would
There's a chance we'd break out and imprison ourselves.
Shard, you do remember kind of like looking around, and you do have a way that you can jump across, and there are plenty of vines and handholds on the side of this castle that you have you feel like you guys could get over there. The problem would be, just making sure that everybody's got to be extra careful when it comes to being stealthy if you're trying to do this without alerting too many individuals this is happening. Currently, right now, and actually we'll jump to Jane right now. Jane, as your companion, seems to be a little bit like out of it. Her eyes are glowing a bit as she's manacled beside you, about 10 feet away from you. But you're manacled kind of with your arms raised above your head kind of deal. And you notice those two bullywog guards that kind of are hanging around in there. Don't look like they're paying too much attention to what's going on, but seem to be kind of moving about, kind of ignoring. They don't seem to be aware of what Faith is doing right now in this current state?
I'm going to stay still and try not to draw too much attention to our cell.
Mhm.
If they start paying attention, then I'm going to freak out.
Okay, gotcha.
So that they pay more attention to me than Faye.
Okay, you got it. All right, back into the brush. Is the pseudo dragon doing anything else, or just kind of hanging out there while just kind of watching this crew?
Yeah, it's just trying to see what the next move is.
Okay.
Do
Oh,
not
thank-
worry, tiny creature.
Hmm?
I was just telling it not to worry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
It is
much
very
appreciated.
small when you're next to something much larger than you. You could intimidate it easily. I lived with giants for a while.
Interesting. I'm just gonna walk towards the tower now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys make your way, I would say, on this area. Basically, what's going to have to happen is you guys are going to. It's easy enough to just stand there and jump onto the vines of the tower. And basically, what you guys are going to do is, what do they call it when you go climbing, but you don't climb very high? What is that called whenever you do that? It's called
Bouldering.
bouldering. Basically, you guys are going to have to like boulder around this tower because of the water and the
Okay.
moat that's there. There's no like dirt ledge right there to stand on, so you're basically going to have to like climb and crawl around the tower on the vines.
How tall or how high is the window?
They're in the second story.
So like 20-ish feet.
And I'm going to shift ping you guys on the map. You guys, so you know exactly which room. Bless you.
Bless you.
Gosh, thanks.
This window up here is where you're going to have to shimmy all the way to.
Oh,
I'll shift ping it again. Because that, if you guys, when Franklin came back to give you guys the specs, that was the room that he said the prisoners were held in. But there's a lot of water over there. That is what Shard told you, infested with crocodiles.
so I mean, we could just go in this first window, right? Kill whatever we have to.
Franklin, you would know that you can go in that way, but you'd have to travel through probably 2 other rooms and the downstairs room where all those bullywogs were to go up those stairs to get into that room. There's no other door to that room.
There's a lot of bullywogs in the way if we go that way.
I'm just gonna jump across and start climbing around the tower.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna follow Shard and do the same thing.
Okay. I want everybody who is climbing first to make an athletics check. And double check if you have any DM's inspiration. that you'd like to use if you need it.
Burn that.
11.
I need to retire this die.
And 11.
11.
11.
Hey,
Nice.
there we go.
Good job, guys. It's a very I'll be honest, it's a very easy check because there's a lot
10.
of vines.
It is, huh?
Yes. You didn't roll natural 1, did you?
Well, I am a wizard. With a -1 strength, so 12.
That's
Mhm.
good. You
Yeah.
you rolled higher than everybody else.
Would you look at that?
So you guys do successfully shimmy all the way around, and you begin to start climbing up towards the window. But the question is, how sneaky are you? I need stealth checks from everybody now as you approach the second story window. And I also want to point out, I believe there are... Nope, there's only one. I thought there was 2 windows there, but there's only 1 window to that room.
I am very tired. So instead of climbing all the way up to the window after shimmying, I'm just gonna Misty Step up to the window.
You're going to Misty Step up? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just close that gap.
17.
17. Very nice.
27.
27.
I rolled a 1, so 11.
11? Let me check something really quick.
I also got an 11 because I have a +0.
Wow. I'm impressed. Yeah, as you make your way up to that window, what's Faith and well, Faith, you would probably see them coming because you're technically traveling with them as your little familiar. Jane,
guess
Jane,
I
what's your
can
passive,
look out.
Jane, what's your passive wisdom perception?
I think it's a 10.
It's a 10? Okay, so you don't notice
Yeah.
anything either. Okay, so I'm going to move you guys over to the second floor map, and I'm going to grab some tokens and throw them on here so I can show you guys exactly what you see. Now, for some reason, I don't know why this adventure did this, but they shifted the way the map looks. So it's going to seem odd when I pull you on here, but you have to think what was the right side of the map is now the top of the map
Okay.
because of the way they have the maps in this book, and I have no idea why they did it that way. But I'm going to put Franklin right here.
All right.
So you'll be on the top of the map somewhere. You should be able to have visual if you scroll to the top of the map on your
Yeah, I
Roll20,
see
you
it.
see your token. Okay, good. And I'm gonna put here, I'm gonna put this token up there for Titan, even though it's just a person, a purple person there, or a blue person. Shard's been sneaking up very nicely, so Shard's now up there at the top. Go. And we've got Zin, who is actually on the windowsill and has appeared. Okay, roll 20. You. There we go. That's what I wanted. Are you able to see it, Zin? You got it?
Yes.
Okay. So, Zin, as you bamf out of your Misty Step, you see a very dirty, filthy room. Two, it's like female half-elves are shackled to the wall. And these two frog-like creatures actually facing away from you guys currently. They're actually both down in this corner of this room. And it looks like they're just having a little chat. And right beyond them, you see what looks to be some kind of like massive wooden chest that has chains wrapped around it.
All right.
And Dusk and Franklin and Shard kind of peek in the window as well as they made their way up there. Looks like only one of you at a time will be able to kind of squeeze through this window. It's not very wide. And currently,
I'm gonna take a couple steps and just sit at the top of the stairs, like peeking over, you know,
okay.
like keeping an eye on those guys. If they start to turn around when any of my friends come in the window, I'm just gonna cast magic missile at 3rd level
Okay.
on one of them.
Okay. What would the rest of you like to do?
I'll climb through the window.
I'll climb through the window.
They haven't.
Same.
Nobody seemed to notice you yet. You guys rolled better on your stealth than they were able to perceive. But Zin, you do hear mumbling in a language you don't understand coming from down those steps,
Mm-hmm.
and it sounds like probably at least a half dozen individuals kind of roaming around downstairs.
Yeah. Wish I had silence.
Yeah, that'd be handy.
Do these prisoners look like they are chained up with pickable locks?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, Shard, go ahead and make a perception check for me too, as you're kind of scoping out the room and these manacles and things of that nature.
20.
20. There is a massive lock on that chest that the bullywogs are talking about too. It's wrapped up in chains. There's this big lock that looks like it has a keyhole in it that's made to be picked.
Okay, and they're all in the one room?
Yep.
I should probably move my token, that way I can actually
Yep.
see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jane, you see this group just coming into the window.
I'll just do this.
I stare
when
at
we come
them
in.
with confusion and a bit of hope that maybe my blunders in the last fight I had against this group will be rectified now.
Okay.
I mean, Faith
Okay,
will have
so
like
Franklin wants to try to choke this guy out, but I hope somebody's gonna join him and choke out the other guy.
Well,
Yeah, I was
that'll
gonna
give
walk up and try and-
attention. So if that gives attention, I would shoot off my magic missiles at the other guy.
Yeah, I was gonna shoot the other
Yeah,
one with my
That's
bow.
what I'm waiting for. Okay, so we got 2 people gonna try to choke out.
Well,
Good.
no, I'm probably gonna do some rather than choke outs.
If I attack him, it's gonna be loud. So if I could just cut off his airway, he won't make any noise. That's the plan.
I mean, that's a good plan.
Does anybody want to have something prepared in case Franklin can't get a good lock on his airway?
I will hold an arrow for that one that he's trying to choke out. Yes.
Because there's always an possibility.
Yep.
Okay, so Dusk is holding a shot to see what Franklin's doing. It looks like Zin is ready to blast a spell at the other one.
If either of them, if Franklin doesn't isn't able to grapple him and choke him out, I'm going to cast Compel Duel. So if he tries to attack Franklin, he has disadvantage.
Okay. Nice.
I guess I can just have my familiar standing by with Franklin, ready to sting it.
Okay, Franklin. This pseudo dragon jumps on your shell next to Jibby. It seems like you're just attracting all these interesting creatures. They all just
Cool.
and it looks like it's getting its tail ready, like it's going to do something with it. Okay, Franklin.
Okay, so I'm assuming it's some sort of grapple check.
Yeah, we're gonna do athletics, and you have advantage on your athletics roll because it doesn't know what's going on, and I'm gonna give it disadvantage. So it's gonna be like a double advantage for you.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
I got a 22.
It got a 5. So you are very successful in basically pulling your arms around it, locking it in like the WWE sleeper hold style, and it starts going like that. The other one just goes, and then just looks very surprised, and then I guess that would trigger the magic missile coming out from
Yeah,
Zin.
we get hit by
well, I was
18
going
points
to,
of force damage.
Attack in concert with Franklin,
Okay. All right, which one are you attacking?
the one that he's not on.
One that he's not on? Okay. Oh yeah, Shard's there too. Okay, Shard, what were you going to do? Just dagger? You will have advantage.
So do you want an attack roll or what do you want?
Yeah, you'll have advantage on your attack roll. Yeah.
Okay, cool. 17.
17 hits. You can roll your damage. And you have sneak attack.
$16.
16. You successfully slit its throat as it goes and then flops to the floor. The other one's still sitting there going
I'm gonna keep this up until he goes to sleep.
Okay, got it.
I'll start counting on my fingers.
Or you could also stab him too.
I'm assuming I didn't cast my spell then.
Yeah,
I don't want to steal your moment.
You can, if you wanted to cast it on the one that he's strangling, or let the familiar attack it, or
Nah, I mean, nah.
it would be up to
Nah,
Zin.
it's cool. No, I don't need to. It's cool.
I know you have some valuable spells there, so I don't know if you.
Yeah,
Dusk, you doing anything? Looks like Franklin's got one. The other one is.
If they,
the
if they
floor.
seem like they have it, I'm gonna actually just move over to these people and try to lockpick, pick their locks.
Okay.
That's binding them. So
Okay. So Franklin, you gonna still hold on to this one then?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep choking him out until he goes to sleep.
Okay, he's gonna try to get out of your grapple.
I got an 18.
Got an 18. All right. He rolled a 6. He doesn't get out of your grapple.
All right.
He's starting to kick his legs like frantically up.
I'll go over there and just like assist Franklin, like grab his arms or something.
Are you gonna grapple him too? Okay.
But yeah, just make sure like he's not gonna get away.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage.
Maybe I'll pat his hand. It's okay. It's okay.
Both of us are just guards.
Just Shard. He's trying to come and assist you.
Yeah, but like the help action effectively is kind of what I'm.
Oh yeah, help action. Yeah, sure. Yeah. All right. Dusk, you said you were gonna try to pick some locks.
yeah, I'm gonna go to the first person. So this first individual that's here. I rolled a 22 on Thieves' Tool.
Oh yes.
So
You put your thieves' tools into the lock and easily pick the lock, and both arms have been released from Faith. Faith, question for you: if you are currently in your familiar?
No, I had it come in and then
Okay, and then you shifted back.
just
Okay.
working from my vision.
Yeah, I didn't know if your body would just like collapse onto the floor or what would happen. So-
Essentially, that's what would happen. Yes.
So Faith, you have been your shackles have been released. You feel a little bit of the pain on your wrists from having those things on there for a few days, but
Thank you so much. Those bully rags are ruffians.
you're welcome. I'm gonna move over to the next one and do the same thing.
okay.
I'm going to point to the two bullywogs you just killed and say, "We are ruffians."
It's another 22.
Oh
Duh.
yes.
Free that one.
Jane, your binds have been released, and with a little bit of pain on your wrists, it feels so good to have those things off.
I run up to Faye and I wrap her in a hug. I'm so sorry that I couldn't protect you. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. We're safe now. Kind of.
Just trying to quiet them down. We don't want to alert anyone else that's maybe close by.
This is supposed to be an in and out mission.
Franklin, go ahead and make another athletics check with advantage because Shard is helping you.
I'm so glad I got that advantage because my first roll was a 1 into a 19, making it a 22.
Nice. He rolled better, but only a 14. So you still got him. He's starting to weaken a little bit, but he's still up.
So this is 3 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Su-
that's 18 seconds.
Suffocation rules
Yeah.
in D&D are actually ridiculous. Like, in order to successfully
Okay.
choke someone out, suffocate them, it takes like minutes.
That's ridiculous.
They are.
They're
Did you all-
panicking. They should be able to hold their breath.
You all have any equipment that you all had that they took from you?
Yes,
I-
actually.
We had a bunch of equipment, but I'm not sure if where
Actu-
they put it.
Actually, Jane, you do know where it is. It's in that chest in the
I
corner.
do. The chest with all the chains wrapped around it, they kind of shoved our equipment there.
Okay, I'll move over to there. Cause that had a big lock on it,
It
correct?
does, yes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna walk past the choking out going on over
Yeah,
here, and then I'm
Franklin's
just
got
gonna
him around the
lockpick
neck,
this.
Shard's got him around the waist, and they're just like squeezing the life out of this thing.
Can I try to snap his neck? Quick, easy, painless?
Sure, yeah, make an attack roll with
Okay.
advantage.
All right.
25 for the thieves' tools.
Natural 20.
Shard, you're like not really understanding what's going on as you have your grapple around its waist, and all of a sudden it just falls limp, and Franklin's not holding it anymore, and you're just holding it, and it's just toppled over.
Give Franklin a look of slight surprise.
I'm sure the room heard the neck snapping.
You guys did a good job. I mean, you had his whole head like locked in there, so yeah, they probably heard a good pop, but you know, yeah. So that one is gone, but Roll20 will not let me click on the token for some reason. I apologize. 22 on the lock. As you are shifting through with your thieves' tools, you hear the click, and it releases and falls to the ground into the mud.
I will just open it up so they can get their stuff back.
Is wrapped in chains. You're gonna have to be real quiet.
Yep.
Okay.
Of course, so yeah, just slowly take the chains off, set it on the ground.
Okay. Anybody helping him with this?
I'll help him with it.
Okay. Go ahead and
I'll
make
also
a
help.
make a stealth check, Dusk, with advantage.
Okay.
As you're trying to not make any noise, taking these.
Well, I rolled another 1, so good thing that was an advantage. That's 23.
23. Yeah, with all the help of everybody kind of keeping the chains from dangling and moving too much, you're able to unwrap the chest. Franklin comes by with Shard, and they kind of lift up the chest so you can easily get the chain from wrapped up underneath it too and on the sides. And you guys have the lock picked and open. And it looks as if the chest can be opened.
Yeah, I'll just open it up.
Okay.
I'm gonna step back 5 feet.
Okay. He opens it up as Jane hesitates and steps back just a little bit, not knowing exactly what's going to happen. Nothing seems to trigger. Nothing seems to happen. But inside, there is a lot of different things. First of all, Faith and Jane's materials all seem to be in this chest. So anything that you guys had that the Bullywogs had taken from you, your person, you guys repossess at this time. Also, you can see there are tons and tons of jewelry, hand mirrors, shell combs, hairpins, brooches, semi-precious stones, all kinds of stuff in this chest. It's piled like halfway. Most of the chest is filled with this stuff. It looks like things that you would find on like a woman's nightstand or in their bathroom.
So it's worth money because you mentioned jewels.
It is. It's worth money. Yeah.
Is all this stuff yours?
No.
No.
Feel free to, take what you like.
Does any of it happen to look like an item I need for my backstory stuff?
Unfortunately, not.
I figured.
Not in this chest. No.
How many feet of chain was it?
We're about 20 feet.
Okay, I put that in my backpack.
Okay.
Do any of the stones look good for carving?
Maybe a few of them.
I'll take the ones I think I can make
A lot-
daggers out of.
A lot of them are pretty. I mean, from your quick glance over them, a lot of them seem really small. Like they might have been inlaid in something else and have fallen out or been popped out. But you do find a couple that you might be able to use.
You busy?
Yes.
You all want you to listen to something.
That sounds like my dad.
That was your father.
Special cameo
So-
appearance on Delvin Dash.
So, I know I'm late. Did I miss a description of who exactly we're looking at in this prison cell?
Oh no.
No, you guys can go ahead and describe your characters now that you guys have been free, and it seems as if right now the hustle and bustle of the situation has been kind of dwindled. These two guards have been put out of their misery. So Isaiah, if you want to go ahead and introduce what Faith looks like to the group.
Well, Faith is a female half-elf. She's got the little pointy ears. She's got like pale blonde hair and like the braid to the side, going sort of full elf vibe. She is relatively tall. She's 5'8". She's very aware of how she's standing all the time, sort of. She's got a very like high and mighty sort of stature to her.
Okay. Dakota, do you want to describe Jane for the group?
Jane is pretty much the exact opposite. She's 5'1". She's very relaxed, very tan skin, and she wears very loose clothes that have a flowery pattern on them that dangles over her armor. And she has a rapier attached to her side and a holy symbol around her neck.
What is the symbol?
The symbol is actually just a bunch of words that talk about how basically her code is that she wants to bring hope and light to the world, and how her personal goal is to help everyone she can. It's not an image, more so as it's like tenets.
Interesting.
We were just planning on leaving after freeing these individuals, correct? So I'm gonna head back towards the window and I'm gonna start climbing back out.
Okay.
I'm going to like foist a rope over the edge and plant myself at the window so that people can use it
Okay, perfect.
to get started.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get out onto the vines, wild shape into a giant spider, and just start ferrying people across.
Okay.
Okay.
So are you guys all headed out? Everybody's out of the window?
Yeah, we'll go out the window too.
Seems that way.
All right. Everybody's sneaking out.
I stay next to Faith.
Okay. You guys make your way out of the window, climbing down, back down off, swimming, being channeled across the water by a massive spider, and moving across. And you guys make your way back to, I guess it'd be your meeting point in that heavy brush to the south of the castle. I'll leave you guys on this map for a moment, since you guys are kind of back in that position. We can just theater of the mind it a little bit, and you make your way back there. What would you guys like to do at this point?
So how did you two get captured? My name is Dusk, by the way. Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure. I'm Faith. We were hired by a woman from Waterdeep to find an abandoned castle and find anything left by some sort of group of astronomers. I mean, since it seems that our other companions are out of commission, if you would like to help us further, there's a reward. We were going to be paid 5,000 for our group, but we'd be glad to split the profits with you guys for
What do you hope to find?
anything having to do with astronomy left by these astrologers called I think they were the Stargazers.
That is a very generic name for astronomers.
They're old.
Some people aren't very good at making names, I guess.
It is like an ancient group of leaders called the rulers.
That's exactly what it's like.
I
how
have no
far did
useful information. I'm just commenting.
how far did you get into the castle before you were captured? You find anything that you were
Um,
looking for?
I don't think we have yet. I mean, if you guys were interested in exploring the castle further, we could.
As a tiny spider, did I notice anything related to that?
You, unfortunately, in your tiny spider form, you never got to that northern part of the castle where that. When you guys approach, remember I told you it looked like there was kind of like that dome, what was left over of a dome, of an old observatory on one of the. I think it was like the south, or it'd been the northwestern tower or something like that. Unfortunately, you were never able to get to that point, so you didn't get a chance to scope it out.
Okay, as a giant spider, I'm gonna walk my way over there stealthily and check it out.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Well, our friend was
24.
going to go check it out apparently for you, so he'll be back in a bit.
Okay, so you're gonna go scope this out. Okay, so starting at the first floor, double check room number. Okay. So you're just gonna scope it out kind of from the outside. Is that what your plan is?
That's the plan.
Okay. So looking at it from the outside, let me see if Roll20 will let me go back to this map so I can. I'll probably put you on there. Position where you're at there, Franklin. I'll just grab your token and kind of move you. Well, you can't see it just yet. I'm going to move you guys all the way back to the original map. So you guys will be able to see a little bit of what's going on. And I'm going to drag Jane and Faith on here, because they should have view of what's going on as well. No, don't click on it. Drag it. There we go. That's what I want to do. Drag Faith over there. So Faith, for some reason, is really tiny. There we go. We'll make her bigger. There you go. And here comes Jane, and Jane is really tiny too. I don't know why it always does that. There's Jane. And we've got Titan as well. We'll put Titan over there next to Faith. Boom. There's Titan. Franklin, I'm going to drag you up here as you're kind of skirting on the outside edge here. Headed to the northern side. Downstairs. As you're going by those windows, kind of sneaky, you can still hear some of those bullywogs that were down below that floor, kind of bickering at one another, doing what bullywogs do in their spare time. This tower up here, there's a lot of places, there's a lot of openings, there's a lot of windows in this tower. And it looks as if the moat has a spot here. It's only about 5 or 6 feet that you could easily jump across.
I mean, I'll do that. I gotta check it out.
Okay. That's Franklin. That's what he does. Oh no, we lost someone.
Dakota.
We lost Dakota.
Oh, hey, look, Discord's all messed up now.
Oh yeah.
On the stream.
Yeah.
Quick, everybody, change everything about this now.
Sorry, Twitch. Things will get fixed. I promise. Once Dakota pops back into Discord. So Franklin, you're going to go exploring. You hop across the water in your form. Here he comes. He's coming back in. and you peek into this chamber. And it seems like there must have been a wooden floor to this chamber at some point to cover what was beneath it. Now it seems like the floor is completely gone. And underneath it, it looks like it's been transformed in some kind of garbage pit / latrine. It's terrible and foul smelling. You see like waste and swamp water. It's just a few feet below like where you peek in. Like if you see, there's like a doorway on the other side of the room that's kind of open. You can see that there is just just filth, nasty filth down there a couple feet below where that doorway comes in. There is a couple portions of badly rotted floor that seems to have like just gaping holes in some of those places. It looks like it's had terrible damage, and you can see up through that there is a floor to the up above that also looks like it's really damaged and has a bunch of holes in it. It seems like the third floor, from what you can see through, is still in good condition. But to reach the stairs that kind of circle around the outer wall of this, I'm going to have to go across like 10 feet of this nasty muck in order to get to it.
I'm a druid. I don't care. I'm going to look through it all.
Okay. So you're going to go ahead into the muck
Yep.
as your giant...
I'm a giant spider.
Your giant spider?
Yep, I'm a giant spider.
You crawl
I brought the
in.
token out right there.
Yep, I pulled it into the room for you.
It doesn't give me sight though.
It's not giving you sight?
It's okay. I just moved Franklin in on top of it.
There you go. Yeah, do that for now until I can get it fixed. I'm sorry about that. It's just your token. I gotta update the token. All right. As you go in, underneath you, Franklin, the muck seems to move a little bit. And I'm gonna make a roll with advantage to see if this happens.
At least have a large buffer of hit points.
Let me pull its character sheet up real fast and see how this is going to go. Okay, so with advantage. Oh, that's a natural 20. Ouch.
Oh boy.
Ouch.
Good thing I have a buffer of hit points.
Good thing you do. Good thing you do. So I've got to roll this. So that's you take 13 points of bludgeoning.
I'm still in spider form.
Bludgeoning damage, and then an additional 4 points of piercing damage. And
Franklin has taken 1 damage.
oh, so you're now in Franklin already?
Correct.
Okay, so since you've been reduced to a medium, technically medium creature, you are considered grappled and restrained right now by a massive tentacle that has wrapped itself around you. And there is a nasty, foul-looking creature that seems to start emerging from that sludge that was in the bottom there. And unfortunately, Roll20 is not allowing me to... Here we go. Maybe it'll allow me to do this. It's just running really slow, and I'm not sure why.
So is there some kind of knowledge check I can make to know what this thing is?
I'm trying to think if you ever come across it before. I don't think you guys have.
The reason
I might have
Roll20
heard
is
of it.
Going slow is because of the Discord. It's doing it for me too. Every time I click on Roll20, it lags the Discord really bad.
Oh, it does.
When I come back to Discord, Roll20 lags bad.
Yeah, it's not letting me even go to the GM overlay to... Here we go. Now it's working. Just had a hiccup there. So, you see one of these creatures.
Okay.
You can make a nature check if you'd like to.
That is in 16.
16. You probably heard of them. They like to eat trash. They are the trash... Basically, the trash compactor monster. They like to eat things of that nature.
All right.
And it currently has you grappled in this muck.
This is going to be interesting getting myself out of this.
Do you have anything that you can use to any way to warn your companions?
No,
Oh God.
unless I can cast. What was the spell? I don't know if I can cast while grappled and restrained. So, call lightning.
You,
It's a verbal and somatic.
you can cast.
Okay, I'm gonna cast that and then hit this thing with lightning.
Okay, do you have to be outside for this to work, or is it one of those like it just happens inside?
Let's pull up the spell.
Okay, because
Stormy cloud appears in a cylinder that is 10 feet tall and 60-foot radius,
okay,
centered on a point that you could see within range above you.
okay, yes, absolutely. So you cast your
The spell failed. You can't see a point in air where a storm cloud could appear. For example, you can't cast if you are in a room
Oh,
that can't accommodate a cloud. Can this room accommodate a cloud?
you said it was.
It's big.
What was the range, or what was the cylinder size?
60 feet.
60 feet. Let's see how big this chamber is. Yeah, it can accommodate.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So
you can fit it in
this
here.
thing's gonna get hit with lightning. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity save. You got it.
That's right.
And basically, we're just gonna kind of go back and forth on this. There's not gonna be like an initiative roll because you're the only one here.
That's fine with me.
Dexterity save. I rolled a 16 on the die. Plus 0, 16.
I believe that passes for me. Yeah, it does.
Okay.
So it takes half of this damage.
Okay.
So 8 damage total
8.
after half it.
Okay.
I already halved it.
Oh, so 8 damage total. Okay, gotcha. All right.
The map isn't coming up for me on Roll20.
Oh, it's not loading up. Yeah,
Yeah.
for some
Try
reason,
zooming out a lot.
I already
Dalton.
did, and I've refreshed the page like 16 times.
Dalton, in your
It's because we can't see over
in
there.
our Discord chat too.
Oh,
Dalton, if you can go down and click on video again. For some reason, your video isn't popped up on our Discord. You see it over there at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm going to it right now.
Okay, perfect. There you go. All right.
There you go. That's better.
There we go. Okay, it's going to, since it has you grappled, it is going to try to, it's going to try to smack you twice with its other 2 tentacles, and then it can bite you because it has multi-attack. So, the bite, and because you are grappled and restrained, they all have advantage. It does an 18 hit.
would we have heard the thunder?
No, 18 misses.
18 misses, okay. Would they have heard the thunder? Dalton.
It's lightning cracking. I'm pretty sure they would hear it.
Well,
They would see it.
well, lightning, yeah, you would probably hear it, yeah. 12 is gonna miss.
Because after lightning does come a big boom.
And, well, that's a 20 is a 20 hit.
Yeah, 20 hits.
All right, so you are going to take...
And I did make my save because I rolled a natural 20 on my con saves.
Okay. So you're going to take 10 points of piercing damage from the bite as it's chomping on you now.
Okay.
And if you made your saving throw, you don't feel anything, any kind of infection come over you. You guys hear a crack of...
Oh, that was for my concentration check. If I need to make a different save, I'll roll that now.
Yeah, I thought you...
Natural 20.
there you go. Yep.
All right.
You guys do hear a strange crack of thunder come from in the direction of where Franklin went.
Oh God, what has he gotten into now?
And there are no... It doesn't seem to be any lightning or storm clouds like around you. It's just a mist.
Does he do this often?
Yes. I will start making my way towards the direction he went.
Yeah, I think we should go help him. I double dash. I dash all the way as far as I can.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are still pretty far away. So you guys can go.
I'm probably gonna be here alone for a while.
You might be a couple more rounds. Are you going to do the lightning again?
Yeah, every round.
Okay. Does that count as your action to sustain it?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
So he needs to make another dexterity saving.
Okay, it's only a 10 this time.
Michael, I will triple dash just so you know. Can move 90
Okay,
feet
I
because of
think-
the rogue.
I think,
So.
can Shard do that as well?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna follow him.
21.
Okay, everybody who's dashing, go ahead and do one movement. You can do like twice your movement, and then just pause right there until after this next string of attacks, and then basically I'll just keep on going back and forth. You guys running to him being attacked. 21.
Correct.
Nice. As another beam strike, a lightning strike hits, in 6 seconds, you guys hear another crack of thunder. And as you're running, you're getting closer. Can you do anything else, Franklin? Or are you kind of...
Well,
Trap
I could
ready?
cast Shillelagh, but that won't do me any good.
Okay.
I could Wild Shape,
You could, as a bonus action.
but I'm good on hit points right now.
Okay.
So, yeah, most of the stuff that I turn into, I'm going to have a worse con than what I have now, so I'm going to stay in as a turtle.
Okay, he's going to make a string of attacks again. First one was only a 16. I don't think that's going to hit you. A 16 again. And for the bite, a 19?
That hits.
That hits. So the bite will succeed.
Okay, so let's see,
13.
depending on
You
damage.
take 13 points of piercing damage as it bites down on you again.
Okay, I passed my concentration check,
Alright.
and for poison, ooh, I got a 10.
10. Oh, that's going to fail. You are...
How much damage did you say?
You took 13 points piercing. You don't take any additional damage, but you do feel as if something is making you awfully sick from being bitten by this creature. You now have the poison condition.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. And that ends that go round. So you guys can all dash and run again as you guys are making your way through the marsh. And I can't see anybody popping up in my roll 20 yet, so you guys are still must be still a little bit farther down there.
Yeah, I'm zoomed in pretty good, so I won't know that they're there until they're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still along the waterway down here, so.
I'm so glad I have such a good
I'm
AC.
zooming out to find out how far they are away. Oh my gosh. They still got...
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I don't want to
I'm
know.
not going to tell you. It's not good.
Excited for how close the other bullywogs are.
Okay. I guess it goes ahead and makes its 3 attacks again, unless... Or the lightning goes first, right?
Yeah, I get my lightning.
Yep.
So dexterity saving throw.
Yep, that's only a 12.
Okay. $20 damage.
20 damage. Another lightning crack. You guys hear another crack of thunder, and probably the two that are up there the farthest are starting to see little flashes of light coming from the north tower.
Because now I'm at right about that halfway point of hit points,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wild shape into a dire wolf.
Okay. What size is a dire wolf?
Large.
Large. It loses its grapple on you as well.
All right.
It
So
cannot
now he
keep
doesn't
you
have
in its
advantage.
grasp. No, he doesn't have advantage. Well, yeah, he doesn't have advantage. You are still poisoned, however, so you will have
That's
you'll
fine.
have disadvantage on anything that you try to do other than lightning, of course.
That is fine.
All right, it's going to try to attack you. String of attacks. Here comes a tentacle.
My new AC is 14.
That's a 15. So for the first
Okay.
one. The second one is only going to be a 7. So the second one misses. And the bite attack is at 16. So the bite's going to hit 2. So the tentacle is going to deal 11 points of bludgeoning damage. Plus 5 points of piercing damage. And you are grappled and restrained by the... Well, you can't be grappled and restrained because you are a large creature. It cannot wrap its tentacle completely around you. And the bite is going to deal to you 12 points of piercing damage to the dire wolf. It's trying
How
to
much damage is that total? So I
Gosh.
can.
Who's my math guy in here? Do I have a math guy in here?
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the numbers.
Yeah, I wasn't either.
Yeah, what was
I
the
thought
first
I heard an 11 and then like a 13, I think.
One was a 5. 5 points of piercing.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Plus what?
it was probably 11.
Okay, so I'm still dire wolf.
No, it wouldn't have been 11. I'll re-roll that bludgeoning damage again. So that was it's
Sounds good to me.
6 bludgeoning, 5 piercing.
Okay.
11.
Yeah, that was the total. 11 and 13 was the additional from the bite.
24.
Yeah, I'm still dire wolf.
Direwolf, okay. And then
So
everybody else can do their move dash.
I can't move my token, and I don't see anything on the map. It's just the only thing I
if
see
you
are
click
the
on your
arrows.
token, if you click on your token, it will refresh the map to where you can see it. It's been doing that to me too.
I have it. Doesn't do anything.
Strange.
Oh.
Yeah, my whole screen went black too. I think the map's just so big that it's lagging out.
Yeah, it is a big map, unfortunately. My settings show everything is right. I don't know what it's doing. Technology. Oh well, I'll move Jane. Jane probably moves as fast as Zin. I'll just have Zin.
Hey, some of the map finally loaded for
Are
me.
loaded up? It just might be having trouble.
Very little of it, but yeah.
It might be just lagging out. Okay. Franklin, another lightning strike?
yeah, he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's a big 4.
That's a 27 damage.
Ouch. He's starting to look really sluggish and has burns all over him, electrical burns from all these lightning bolts. And yes, you guys are still seeing this happen, hearing these little pops of lightning in the distance here. And he's gonna go ahead because he's a dumb beast creature. Is gonna continue to beat on you.
All right.
That's gonna miss. That's a 4. Ooh, 19. So that's a 22.
That'll hit.
That'll hit, and then a bite attack. That's gonna miss. So you're going to take 4 points of bludgeoning plus 5 piercing from a tentacle as it smacks you over the back,
Okay.
and that ends.
I'm still
Still a dire wolf.
still dire wolf.
Okay. your poor paws are kind of like sinking
got
in the
4
mud
hit
of this
points.
place.
I got 4 hit points left.
Everybody,
in dire wolf.
everybody else can make a move dash.
So then he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Jane can get about up to right there. 1 block ahead. There you go. So Zin, you're probably equal to Jane at least. Up there. Okay, another dex save.
Okay, I'm lagging.
That's gonna fail with a 6.
That's gonna be 14 damage.
14 damage. Alright. It's weakening, but it's still up.
All right, 3 attacks on me.
3 attacks.
I'm probably gonna lose my dire wolf form. So
I don't.
I got 4 hit points left.
Does a
so
Does a 13,
as a dire wolf,
Does a 13 hit a dire wolf?
no.
No.
You need to get a 14 to hit me.
Okay, so both tentacles miss. Oh, sloppy dice. The bite's gonna miss as well with a 5. All 3 attacks miss.
Oh man.
Oh, the rest of you get to make a move dash.
I'm gonna solo this mini boss monster here.
A move dash for the rest of the group. So let's see, 10. I'll move Jane for Dakota here. Oh, come on, don't lag on me. Okay, I'll just keep track of where Zen is because my Roll20 is lagging something fierce. So I'm gonna have to figure out something new for next week. All right. Saving throw.
Correct.
That's only that's a 15. I think that fails.
That passes.
Oh, just barely probably.
And so, because I rolled awful, I did 3 damage before you half it, so he takes 1 damage.
1 point of damage. All right, 1 point of damage. It attacks you again. One is a 15 for a tentacle.
That'll hit.
Will hit, and the bite's definitely going to hit because that's a 19 on the die.
All right.
So the bite is going to do 16 points of piercing damage. And the tentacle is going to do
Oh man.
9 bludgeoning plus an additional 3 piercing.
I am a turtle with 6 hit points.
Oh boy. Everybody can move dash again. Can anyone see into that window yet?
I can see the stairs.
Oh, you need 1 more movement to be able to see inside there.
Yep.
It's gonna come down.
Dexterity
to
saving
this.
throw.
It's gonna come down. to
I'm
this.
so close to
It's
taking
gonna
him
come
down.
down to
I'm
this.
going all for it.
11 fails.
That is 20 damage.
20 damage. It is barely alive.
Oh man, I should have healed.
And it's barely
I'm all
alive.
out of wild shape.
3.
All right, well now my AC is 19, but he has advantage.
Yeah. Well, no, because technically, since you aren't re-grappled yet, he has to successfully grapple you with one of these first. So the first one is an 18.
Close.
Close to no cigar. The second one is only a 15. And it's just going to try to throw a random bite at you. Rolls a big 4. He's so weak right now. He's just missing all around, splashing some of this muck and mud up at you. Everybody else go ahead and make a move dash. Actually, Dusk, you can probably make a move and take an action. Because if you can get up to where you can see into that window, you can see the creature that's currently assailing Franklin.
So if I move here, I can see him? Because I
Yes.
technically can't on the screen.
Oh, you can't
but
on the screen? That's weird.
no, the
According-
stairs are blocking way for me.
Okay, I can say you can see the creature up over a few of the stairs.
Okay, well then I will shoot
That's
an
a lot
arrow.
of cover. Good luck.
I'm going to use my arcane shot. As long as I can see the creature, I can hit it. So
Okay, yep, make an attack roll against this thing that seems
well,
to be...
it just automatically hits.
Oh, it just automatically hits, that's right.
Yeah,
Arcane shot.
use the seeking
The
arrow.
seeking arrow? Yeah, so you fire off the arrow through the window and it hits home.
I think it has to make a dexterity saving throw. I
Oh,
think.
dex save? Gotcha.
Yeah, dex save
That's a-
to take half damage.
14.
I think 14 saves. I think that's my EC. So make sure. Yeah. Yep, DC 14.
So half damage.
Yeah, it takes half damage.
Okay.
So do I get sneak attack for this?
You do. You have an ally within 5 feet.
All right. It takes half of 3 for the force damage.
Half of 3. Okay, so
One force,
One force. Okay.
and then 10 plus 5, so 15 points of piercing.
You put an arrow through this strange, like, it almost looks like a tentacle, but it has these 3 eyes that are blinking on the top of it, and you put an arrow right through one of the eyes of this thing. And Franklin, you see the creature go like slash all around with its tentacles and just fall into the muck next to you.
And because of all the noise that made, I'm just gonna hide underneath the monster.
Okay, you're hiding under the monster. Great. And then,
Yeah.
and that's going to be a perfect place for us to stop. as Franklin is now hiding, very badly injured, under this creature that Dusk had just put an arrow through its head as they were rushing through the marsh.